Good morning. Yes, it's a better morning than it was last night. My blood sugars have settled down a bit. I'm only at 10 now from a 19th, but amazing. Now, how many of you have rebound after having a low blood sugar? I'm assuming quite a few of you. But today I want to talk to you about prescriptions. We'll just call them prescriptions. Now, it could be the insulin, it could be some other drug that you're taking. Doesn't always mix well with over-the-counter drugs. Because a lot of those over-the-counter drugs use insulin. And you know what? God, insulin, sugar. God, I'm still not awake. Sorry. But sugar. Would you believe toothpaste has sugar on it? So, not a huge amount. But not only do some contain sugar, some also contain things that artificially raise the blood sugar. Now, I think you honestly have to weigh whether it's a positive or a negative. And if you're really feeling terrible and you want this is the only drugs you have available, well, maybe once or twice. Sorry, get the sleep out of my eyes. But on the whole, they're generally not for use with diabetes. Now, I know there's cold medication that I don't take. Now, if I get a severe cold, that maybe I would take that. Because nobody wants to say, oh, well, you're a diabetic, you have to live in misery. Is basically what the pharmaceutical companies, well, we're not going to make a big enough product, so, you're just going to have to live with it. And, there are a few companies that have come out and made parts of their drugs that don't affect the blood sugar so much. Now, we know that type 1 diabetes is ramping up, but it seems like people forget that, these little cute children with diabetes grow up into adults. And some of them have to get up and go to work the next day. Now, I know I've done videos in the past saying, if you don't have to, don't go to work. But some people need to. And some people would rather feel good. I don't think there's anyone out there saying, hey, can I really feel bad, please? But, they always go for the masses. And, yeah, they're out there to make a buck, but still, diabetes, as we know, affects every part of your body. Your eyes, it can affect your skin, it can affect your digestion problems. So, you've got to be careful. You've got to read labels. Now, when we all became diabetics, we didn't sign on to this saying, hey, I promise to always, be terrible at reading and planning and everything. Well, I've always been told that diabetes, you just have to sort of plan for everything. You need to make sure that, you're going on a picnic. You've got to plan. You've got to bring your food. Besides that, you got to make sure you have your insulin. Make sure you have your glucometer. Now, I don't think people understand the severity of this. First of all, your body is going to go, hey, I'm fighting something here. So it's going to release all those hormones, and that's going to raise your blood sugar. Next, if you take medication that artificially inflates your blood sugar, you're going to run into more problems. So, just like food, you kind of have to learn about, how was it put? The OS sisters. Glucose, sucrose, fructose, maltose. They're all sugar. So stay away from those. Now, I know I had a really bad cold as a kid. And my mom gave me a lemon sort of warm drink, and it kind of put me to sleep, and that was the most wonderful sleep for that day. It was Neocitrin, and besides saying what was in it, it also said on the pack, which we found out later, not recommended for diabetics. But I just remember, not being able, my nose was plugged, the runny eyes, and I couldn't get to sleep. So, you have to really sort of weigh the cons. Now, speak to your doctor about this. There's so much literature out there about what is acceptable, what's not acceptable. And we have to find an easy guide so that you can read your packages. Now, I will find a substance that works well. Great. And then, you know what? They take it off the market. And I know if Tylenol had a whole bunch of sugar, I know I would be in problems. So, if you go see the doctor, ask what they suggest. If they say, well, any over-the-counter product will be okay, doesn't mean every over-the-counter medication will be okay. Ask for what are you looking for in this medication and what to watch out for. So often we, just try to go with the easiest steps. Keeping your bodies function and that you're able to move and get to work and feel better. But if you're really, really feeling sick, call in sick. Because you don't want your blood sugars to go astronomically high. And you know what? Better than reading all the labels all the time, sometimes ask your pharmacist. All these people I say ask are at your discretion. So, all you have to do is, hey, can I have this? Anyway, I hope you have a super day. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.